Hey, what's going on? So, I'm going to teach you how to save $600 with no effort. Well, almost no effort. And it's basically for people who have driver's licenses and drive. So, I got to start off a little bit before I tell you. Um, this is a book I bought. I'm going to say 1984, 85. And it cost me $100 back then. And I had to take this class called Transportation Engineering. And a couple things I just want to throw at you is, you know, obviously we're taught about runways and trains and making freeways and bridges. But I remember the one thing out of this class we did was we, I don't know where it's at. It's in here somewhere. We would time lights, okay? And so we'd go out and we would pick areas and we'd count the traffic and you had to know how many right turns and lefts and how many buses and how many trucks. And then what you would do is pick, let's say, a road, a main, like a state route, like in Cleveland, maybe State Road, or in Lakewood, the road Detroit. And you look, they give you a design speed, like, okay, 21 miles is the design speed. So if you drive exactly 21 miles on, and every road was different. Mayfield was like 23 miles. So if you put your car on 23 miles an hour, you'll miss every single light. And that's the way it was. That's how, that's called transportation engineering. Now, I'm just telling you how that applies to you and me, not to the people who design gutters or drainage and curbs and all that. And so you'd pick like you'd pick up the whole entire Mayfield. That's just a road, maybe let's say 4 miles of it. And then what you do is double lanes and you know where the bus stops are at. And you knew how many right turns and left turns. And once you could calculate that, you'd have to go out like in a day and see how many people are on the road, and you'd have to count them, do a traffic count. And then you would put in these formulas here. And I know this formula looks kind of crazy, but um, formulas are pretty easy once you figure out how to use them. But anyway, so what we would do is then calculate how to time the lights. So at a certain speed, that's what it takes. Now, let me ask you a question. When is the last time you had 20 lights stay on at a certain speed? They don't do it anymore. They actually got rid of bike lane. They added bike lanes and they added bus lanes. And so this stuff doesn't even work. And I don't think they care about us timing lights. So because of that, because back in the 70s and 80s and even in the 90s, you could drive at a certain speed if you knew that speed. You just do that speed, and I've tested it, man. When I was at CSU taking engineering classes, I would test certain roads, and I would miss. I can drive down Mayfield for like 4 miles and miss every light. Unless if somebody was driving slower, or there was an accident or whatever. But so now it's almost impossible to do that. Now you're spending $600. I'm just going to use the word 600, okay? And you're wasting $600 a year because you got. I mean, I don't even want to go to Lakewood. I live on this road about a mile and a half away from downtown Lakewood. I can't even go through one light without the next light stopping. It's amazing. It's like they do it on purpose. Like they want us to be aggravated in traffic. They want us to stop. And so we're losing $600 a year because you can't do transportation engineering because they took away a lane from us and threw in a bike path. And in some areas, you don't even see any bikes. And then they got and there's nothing wrong with public transportation, but this stuff doesn't work anymore. Now, how are you gonna get your 600 back? You lost $600 because of what they're doing. I mean, you don't think, if you go through a whole year and add up how many lights you stop and start up, it's $600 in gas all day long, okay, throughout the year. So let's get the 600 back. How do we do that? Well, most of us see the lights and we're so aggravated that we that we start to speed up because we want to catch that green light. And so we're trying to time the light in our brains. And we speed up and then we got to slam on the brakes. Or we slow down and then we got to speed up. And so now, not only are they taking away $600 from us, you're spending 600 more because you're aggravated. So what you want to do is when you're in any road and it says 25 miles an hour, drive 18. Who cares? If people start beeping the horn behind it, that's fine. Drive slower than the speed limit. Don't even race to the light. If it's yellow, start slowing down. Don't try to beat it. If it's red, don't, start slowing down. If it's green and you notice the green light's been green for like 20 seconds, don't even think about speeding up to catch it. If you don't catch it, who cares? Who cares? I mean, are you in a rush to get where? Where are you going? You're going somewhere where somebody told you had to be at a certain time because it's crazy. It's crazy. These people flying up and down a freeway doing 80 miles an hour and they beep at you. For what? Where are they going? Do they got where are they going, man? I don't get it. And then you got these, and the worst people are pickup truck guys. Oh my God. They get so mad at you. They pass by you like they show you how much gas they got. What a bunch of idiots. Folks, slow down. Screw those red lights. I drive 55 miles an hour maximum on the freeway. I don't give a shit about anybody around me. I don't care about nobody behind me. I only care who's in front of me. I don't even look behind me. If you're behind me because I'm going too slow, tough shit. Tough shit. That's it. Tough shit. I don't care about you behind me because I'm not in a rush. Anyways, $600. Forget about those lights. Forget about trying to beat that red light, that green light. Drive slow and you'll get that $600 they took away from you because they put it in bike lanes and all them bus stop lanes. And I mean, I go to places where they got bike lanes, like on 72nd and St. Clair. I haven't seen a bike on that bike lane ever. I don't even think people got bikes down here. But anyways, hey, thanks for coming on. Oh, by the way, I do have a service. If you got house problems, you could just Google, call Marko, M-E-R-K-O with a question. Call Marko with a question. A lot of times I can solve your house problem that nobody else can. Or you just have a question on an addition or a foundation or, the plumber screwed up and you want to write him a letter, and I could do all that. So call Marko with a question. I also have some products down below that try to relate to the videos. I am Amazon affiliate. I get like 1%. So I'll have some products down below. Additionally, I have a Patreon account. I'll put a link for that. If the Patreon account, you can earn credits, and there you could be a patron for $1 a month if you want. And then, of course, ring the bell, subscribe, and share. So, hey, thanks for coming on.